Hey riders, we're back. Tuesday, Muckers first race. There's two races today. Was kind of struggling which one to jump into. This one is the climb. It's about 20 kilometers. I think almost 800 meters of climbing. So let's have a little quick peek at this. Let's get in there, folks. And I think a couple of the GRC members are going to be there. So let me just go close the vault-like door that's on the 10 by 10 cube of misery, suffering, and insanity. It's like one of those doors that's about 3 feet thick. You know, you gotta crank it shut. Just sealed right in the cube. Okay, folks, we are back here trying to get the voice back up to speed. How's everything looking? Let's get the chair just a shimmy forward. I'm in my long sleeve cranked jersey. Still really like this thing. Yeah, really like it still. It's kind of like my inside shirt, like my pajamas, because I don't ride bikes outside. We got 3.5 minutes to go, folks. Got a couple of texts to send out here. Hang on 1 second. Yeah, sorry, folks. Possibly work related. We don't know. Sorry about the dead there. Yeah, we got a fly floating around here too. Okay, let's throw that phone aside. So what's going on today, folks? Here, let's just tweak this down a little bit. Let's get right on the hair. Oh yeah. So yeah, did the kickoff keep summer going? Is that what we called it? The Calvi ride in Corsica. That was a fun. It was only 15 kilometers, and what was it? 240 meters of climbing, just enough to keep you honest. So, you know, false flatty, descend, false flatty, descend, false flatty, descend. And lucky for me, I hooked up with Chris Dark. He must have had a very, very slow start or wasn't paying attention. You know, changing the music, changing the channel. And I just want to make sure I'm actually streaming here. Let's get a good... Oh, here we go. Kyle's here. Even Colin, nice to see you on the Tuesday Muckers race. Thanks, Kyle. Really good to be here. I wasn't sure which one I was going to do, this or the Arganil one. I did have every intention to jump into the GUR race at, I think they went off at 11:30. And then so if I did that, then I would have done your second race. I did see this one's got more people in it. More people need this for Diablo, I believe. They probably already banged out the easier one. So yeah, I jumped into this one. And you know, I had every intention to do the GUR one, but I started getting some texts and messaging about meeting someone and could have potential work implications. We're not sure, folks. We are not sure. But yeah, really enjoyed that ride this morning. Like I said, 15 kilometers. But yeah, so I saw Chris Dark. He was probably floating about a couple hundred meters back from me. And after the long first climb, I think it was about a 9-10 minute climb, there was quite a bit of descending. I just let off. I was with David 1951. He just pulled away, him and Kekapoka. I just went easy, and I was hoping Chris would notice that. And it looked like he did because he was hammering after me. He got in front of me and just dragged me all the way to the finish. Put in a huge effort. We actually ended up picking up David 1951 and Kekapoka again. And I mean, I just descended downhill. Oh, folks, here we go. It's about to go off. I'm just going to load the map quickly here. You can see where we are. This is La Vuelta 2024, Stage 18, Puerto de Herrera. How was that? Should be a ton of riders here. I think when I looked this morning, I saw 76 registered, and that was probably 3-4 hours ago. So, Oh, here's a name I haven't seen. This name I haven't seen in a very long time. El Tractor. So this one might be different today because there's people that have already raced and maybe they're just saying, I'm not doing it again. Alfio Christ 75. Seen this dude last week, I believe. Paul Pudel. This is the guy I always want to say poodle, as in a poodle dog. I don't know why. It just sounds the same, right? Tice. Helmsire Forest. Breers 33. Yeah. So I think it might have been Breers in that one race where he had to claw his way back on. And me and Neil were talking about this. We discussed the race afterwards. And he's the dude. I think it was him. I'm going to go back and find that video. It could make a good short. Like he had like, I don't know, 80, 90 meters to bring back. And he did it. And soon as he got back on, all three of those jokers ahead of him attacked him and just shelled him right out the back. Ooh, we got some big names here today, folks. Carol Susik's back. Morton Forby. I just saw Nelson Snyder. That's awesome to see here. Sorry, folks. I know I'm just staring over there like a madman right now, just trying to check out all the names. Let's take a look at the chat here. Just watch your stream on the early race. Was that Wojtek? Yeah, I'm not sure. Hey, Andy, good to see you, man. Andy, awesome. Glad you got into the stream. Andy, is this your first stream with me? It might be. But yeah, Neil, that's what Bashak said. Bashak was commenting like crazy in there, but I was like, to me, that was a pretty hard little event. You know, it wasn't that social. I had Chris Dark. If you guys don't know him, he's super strong. He was pulling at 4 watts per kilo ahead of me. I was just hanging on for dear life. So he worked me out hard today. So thank you, Chris. So Andy has been on a stream before. Okay, Andy, great job. Let me get into the race here. I want to find out where everyone is. Ooh, Luis 73's here. Let's just see what kind of group we got at the front. That's what I like to do first off. So how many do we actually have in the front group? It looks like we got a group of 15, 16, 17 maybe. Oh, we got a huge group, folks. No one is messing around today. Actually, we got a group of 30 people at the front. Jumping back, here's the next group. Bashak, get up there, dude. It's now or never. Bashak followed the race this morning. I mean, I think I was going pretty hard. My heart rate was pretty jacked up there. I kept, throughout the whole race, I kept saying butter, like smooth like butter, as I was trying to talk at 180 something beats per minute. Bashak was cheering me on to try to get to 190. I didn't see that till afterwards. Yeah, 29 riders in the front, but you can see it's a big group and it's really stretched out. Any of these riders at the back could just quickly pop off here, folks. I should be looking there. You guys want to see me talking? Let's do it. Where are we at? We're on the Inside Cycling World channel. Almost forgot what my channel was called there. Inside Cycling World. Is that what my channel's called? Yeah, sure is. And my name's Colin. Do these race videos every week. Today was pretty cool because I got to ride with some Ruby employees. The CEO was there. So anyways, hopefully I was with some of them. We might have been near Wojtek. Not sure at this moment. A lot of people moving up. Simon JP's moving up. Bashak has got into that group. He's just gotten onto the tail end of that front group of 29-30. Everyone's trying to get across here. So here's Bashak. There's a little bit of a break here. Aha, I see what's going on. This is probably the break right there. Okay, nope. It is actually spreading out. So Thomas Lynn, hey Thomas, good to see you, is leading kind of the second big group. They're 75 meters ahead to this Igor B character. So, Igor B decked out in GRC gear. Love it, dude. Okay, so this flag here, is this a Slovenian flag? Sometimes it's hard to tell because they kind of compressed. It's the red, white, and blue. It's got a little symbol in the top corner. I don't know what the symbol is, like a coat of arms or something. Chorus right in the mix too. Let's just jump a quick back. We got 73 riders. Look at this insane dude right here. What a warrior. What a champion. Most likely to get the coveted, highly desired, super respected, lowest level rider award. So there we go, folks. Level 1. Level 1, this is the first time he's ever been on Ruby. Right here. This is it. And he jumps into this insanity. You're brave, dude. Look at the guy behind you, this level 3. He just pulled the pin already. He just went ripcord pulled. He's out the back. Bouncing up, we got Schmitty. Schmitty looks like a late starter to me. Mr. Nobody. Grosjean. Probably chill, maybe started slow. Yeah, we got some people riding the 2.5 watt per kilo train here. It looks like we got Grosjean, Stephen Ludford, Dolph Vader. Awesome to see. Dolph was with me like my loyal lieutenant on our Friday afternoon/evening ride in Europe. Thanks for the help, Dolph. Love seeing you out there. So funny when I have to say your name here and then say it in, so it's Torben, but Dolph here. I never know what to call people sometimes. I just kind of stick with one or flip back and forward. So it looks like we got these 3 muckers back here just doing a 2.5 watt per kilo train. Chill. I like it, guys. We all need that at times. Just bouncing up the road. We got Rad here, Couch Potato. I actually want to watch the front a bit more right now. See how this is going to go off. Carroll going early, pushing hard with Tice and Burriers. So we've got 3 at the front already. Shunnick, I don't think he's here at all. He won. I think I quickly saw his name on that short race we did this morning. That one was spectacular because probably 2,000 bonus coins. So I think that route normally would have given you like 223 coins. I think it gave us 22, 23. So glad I didn't miss it. Thanks to Penelope. She's in our Discord. GRC team member. Supporter of my channel. Direct supporter of the channel. She's actually a member. And she says, hey, Colin, are you going to do this? I just talked about it yesterday. I forgot about it. Here comes Nelson Snyder rolling up. I saw these 3 up front. I'm like, Nelson's going to get back on here. So now there was 5 back together, folks. Carol Susick, Tice, Breers, Luis 73, and Nelson Snyder. Fascinating. Bouncing further back, M4B, Gronin, Helms. Here's that Ulrich character again, Strong Dane. Peter Old Git, so good to see this. I was talking to someone just recently, like, where are the old Gits? I haven't seen him for a while. Looks like Peter's back, pushing 5 watts per kilo here. Juan Luque, Spanish rider. Bram Paulson, yeah, this guy's here all the time too. So there are some gaps forming, a bigger gap here. Bram Paulson looks like he's just possibly getting tailed off. This kind of front group that's spread out over, probably, I don't know, maybe it's 50, 60 meters. They're actually all pretty close together. Let's take a look. It's this group right here. So if we go back to Bram Paulson, he's going to be that yellow dot right on the back. Yeah, he's just losing contact now, you can see. To try to catch up with that group of 11 ahead, that's going to be tough. So let's have a quick peek here. Here's the group. Juan Luque just hanging on. You can see Ulrich up ahead. Let's just bounce up and we'll see the very front. As we move up, we're going to get closer to Nelson. So there is a gap here. P-Roll gets trying to bridge across. And then here we are in the front group. So again, 6 riders in the front group. 4B trying to bridge across with Helms and well, I think they'll bring this back together. They're just going to dig a little bit deeper here. They got enough in the reserves. Matches haven't been burnt yet. That's later, folks. That's later. How do you approach this one? Do you try to go fast and hard on the false flats? Do you just kind of hang together? Do you try to burn people out, cause some attrition on these false flats? Because it's false flat, but yeah. Okay, in my world, false flat, it's just a running joke, is up to 7%. Sometimes 10. Depending how I feel on the day. This is hard work here. These guys are all jamming at 5. Look at this. I love seeing this. This guy's like, I gotta go now. I gotta go now. He realizes that they're not going to get across. So Juan Luque just dug deep and he's on. 6 becomes 7. Love it. Now it's up to Helm, Sire Forest, and M4B to try to do the same thing. Coming through, we got Peter Olgate. Will he be the train to pull them across? Will he be the motivation that they need? It's going to level out a little bit here, folks. So if the front group just backs off just a smidgen, these guys can jump across. I can see Sylv 3030 here. Surprised he's not further up. Super pesky. Ultra lightweight climber. Probably should be at the front a little bit more. Maybe the false flatty stuff was just too much for him to really, use his lightweight to his advantage. Alfio Christ, Biker AP. Let's see what Biker AP does. 14th place right now. This guy's really good at riding his way up through the field. Okay, he's on. You'll see today, you won't see as many red, blue, and yellow bikes. Looks like Biker AP here. Is this the Damani? I think it is. So the Trek Madone Gen 8 has been reeled back. You now have to buy it. It's going to be probably 50,000 gold. I did see a couple racing this morning. I went looking for it. Des Dyer made a comment in our GRC Discord group saying he can't find where it is to buy it. And I'm like, okay. I looked this morning too. I can't see where to buy it either, Des. So he was right. Where is it? Some people have it, so maybe they bought it way back when. Yeah, okay. Anyway, we'll figure it all out. I'm sure it'll get added in there quickly. Jacob, another Danish rider. Tranberg, strong rider too, another Dane. Radsick, 6, German rider here. Sorry. Guys, that one's hard for me. I always flip them around. Maybe he's Belgian. I'm going to get it really bad here now, folks. Sorry about that. Thomas Lynn in the mix, 22nd place here. Oh, yeah, Thomas, I should remember too. Another strong Dane. Bat Builder. Rolf Janssen. Okay. Igor B. Did I see Igor B earlier? Ratim, level 83. Look at Bashak here, level 90, 26th place. So, yeah, Ratim, strong rider. And Leon Ledoux. Like that. Level 89. I'm not sure if I've seen this guy before. Look at this dude coming up riding the Ruby bike. Swiss Chris 69. He's like, I don't need a lightweight bike. I want the starter bike and I'm rolling on it. So again, I think what happened here is, because it happened to me. Ooh, I didn't notice. Bashak is on the live. Okay, nice. Let me just grab a sip here, folks. I actually have some electrolytes for once in my life. So what happened today is, with the removal of that Trek Madone, everyone's been defaulted back to the Ruby bike. I bet you Swiss Chris, there was probably a lot of curse words under his breath, potentially out loud, screaming across the house when he realized he's on the slowest bike. So like the one Bashak's on here, 4 weight, 4 aero. I think the Ruby bike is 2 and 2. So at a huge disadvantage. Leon Ledoux here, trying my best, is on a Cervelo, and I'm going to say that Ratim might be on a Giant Propel. Hard to tell. We got the Shark the opposite. He's bridging back on. The Shark is going to join up with these 4, I should say. Theo DM and Theo and Julien, not too far back. Philippe Ferreira, Forja, I'm going to say Forha. Drop the J, put it in an H. Robbie Dew, Phil from the SC Racing Team, Old Feckenheim. Okay. L Tractor, level 81 rider. So we got some good groups here, folks. Check this out. Good groups. Lots of racing going on here. We're going to bounce back again. Okay, this guy's becoming a regular here. Riding a really nice bike. I actually really like the cool paint color scheme on this. J Novak, Der Shelley, Renz Picave, Ruby Bryan, Simon JP, Silly Sill, always in the mix. Yeah, lots of new names here. Rune Holtzman, yeah, brand new name to me. M. Toussaint, Easy Spanner. Hey, what I did want to say is, I'm going to get right back up here, folks. 1, 2, 3, 4. We've got 6 riders at the front, so they've got a 400-meter gap now. Obviously, there's some downhill going on here. Let's see what the gap really is. So what I'm going to do, I like to do this little game. We're going to look for something on the road and then try to figure out what the real gap is. So they're kind of coming up a bit of a hill. Let's let them crest the hill, look for a sign, look for a tree, look for a house, something like that. Then I'll bounce back and see how much that changes. So you can see already the 395 meters is down to 295 already. So maybe I can pinpoint that tree there. Let's see if I can do it. I do this all the time when I'm riding solo. I look to see how far people are ahead of me, and I try to figure out what the real gap is, because I know there's a bit of an accordion effect going on. this tree right here. It's this guy. So you can see now the 400 meters is more like 225. That's probably the real distance. So they're not that far behind. So you got 6 up front, and then we got 4 chasing them. M4B, Helmsire, Dorst, Peter Olgit. Great to see him again. I had this fly floating around my room. I am just gonna, I got to get after him. Then we've got a further gap. We're talking almost half a kilometer back to Groningen, Bram Paulison, Sylv 3030. Let's see what Sylv can do on the actual climb. So you can see now, looking at the bottom, we've climbed, this group here has climbed 222 meters, still 538 to go. So another thing I like to do when I'm riding, I've got 535 meters to go. How much is actually in the climb? Where are we going to say the climb starts? I'm actually going to say right about here where my mouse pointer is. That's where you just come out of a bit of a downhill, a bit of a flat, and then it gets false flatty, and then the climb begins. So we probably got a solid 500 meters to do in that climb. And it looks like it's going to be compressed into, I don't know, 6-7 kilometers, something like that. When we get closer, we'll know. Let's jump back to the studio, folks. I've been kind of ignoring the live chat. Ooh, look at me. I'm a bad boy. Rubu's here. Great to see him. Ruben Hose. Hey, Ruben. So Neil's actually riding something else because he's already done this. He's been just cranking out all of the Diablo stuff. So he's watching the Muckers race. He's taking notes, compiling his data for later. Yeah. So Ruben here saying, I'll just say it out loud. Hey, Colin, can you do a shout out to Belgian riders if they would be interested in joining a TTT for October? So any Belgian riders out there, if you see the video, get in contact with me and I can put you in touch with Ruben. If you want to be on a winning TT team, he's the guy you want to ride with. Very strong rider. Kyle, where is Kyle out here? Kyle says he's chilling, trying to stay under 3 watts per kilo. Okay, I can't see it, only RGE. Okay, I'm not sure what he's saying here. Only the live. Yeah, so Kyle, I'll ask you that question if you hear this. The Trek Madone's not, you can't see it either, right? Only the live. But this morning at the first video I did, the kickoff to summer thing, I saw someone on the Madone, like the red, yellow, blue one, the Gen 8. Okay, German flag. Okay. Yeah, guys, I always flip-flop that one around, like really bad for that. Leon is an old school mucker, very strong. So has Leon taken a break for a long time? I mean, I don't think I've ever seen his name before. Maybe he's just, not done so much inside riding. Maybe switched to a different platform for a while. Alex is saying, hey, Colin, other new people in the Discord chat. So yeah, I got to say that, folks. There will be a link at the top of this channel. Sometimes I put it in the notes down below. Gotta be honest, sometimes when I'm finished these things, I just kind of walk away and do something else, get on with my life, and I don't put all the data in, but there is a Discord link on the main page of the channel. We've got so many people coming into the Discord lately. I'm looking here, trying to anyways, read this as well. Yeah, so Kyle did say, he goes, that's right. The Trek Madone is not available to buy right now. So maybe some people did buy it before it became free to trial. I think I'll probably buy it. I just like the looks of it. I like the color scheme. It reminds me of the old days. I used to have an old Concorde bike that had that red, yellow, and blue scheme on it. It was really cool, like in the 80s. Yeah, so again, Ruben's looking for a team time trial team. Ruben, are you going to try to get a team put together for Friday? So if you don't know, folks, there's a team time trial event that gets put on by Gem City ICC. It's a group ride concept, so everyone should stick together. But don't get me wrong, it's not easy. If you think, it's a group ride, no, it's not easy. Everyone's going to be smashing themselves to pieces. If you blow off the back, yeah, you'll be able to get so close, but the final meters to get back on is a huge effort. Because the closer you get, the less effort. And when those guys are going hard, yeah, you probably won't catch them. Okay, folks, I'm busy just staring at the chat right now. So yeah, Ruben's trying to look for a team. You need 5 riders for these routes. So he wants an all-Belgian team. Why not? Let's do it. Okay, folks, getting back to the race. 6 riders at the front. Riding strong, Nelson Snyder, Breers 33, Luis 73. Good climber. He might be taking off soon. So I think I said... Actually, I said the climb was going to start right here. So it looks like they got about 478 meters to go. They're actually on the early slopes of the climb. They're just leading into it right now. I think the video looks fantastic right now. What I'm seeing looks really crisp. I hope it's coming across that way to you. I mean, there's going to be some flatter sections after this, but this is the hors d'oeuvre right here to the climb that's coming. There's going to be some steep segments here. These really steep parts would be a really good place to attack and get like a gap. Chill on the flat and just try to hold it. And it's very interesting at the end too. Whoever gets over this top first is won. So let's see how that goes on. We don't have Shanik present. He raced earlier. Yeah, I can even see here too. Take a look at Luis. He's on the Gen 7 trek. Look at this. Nelson's on the Gen 8. How did he do that? This rider here, is it Breers? Yeah, Breers is not on the most lightweight bike. I think this is a reward we got. So it's lower rated than this. Sorry, not Breers, Tice. Breers is definitely 100% on the best bike here. Liv, 4 aero, 4 weight. So is Carol. And Carol's a really good climber, so it's about to go off, folks. It is about to go off. Gonna try to get used to this. I'm kind of zoned out right now, folks. Trying to get it back. Yeah, what a tough. I know. Yeah, who do you pick out of this group? Insanity. I mean, Carol's a good climber. Nelson is so strong. Nelson has a real deal sprint. I think Luis is probably more of a climber from what I've seen. I think so maybe Luis has a chance to get away on the climb. If it comes to a sprint, I'm going to say it's going to be Nelson or Breers. I think Breers is very strong all-rounder. Take a look at this, folks. What's going on here? Is Breers trying to... Breers is just covering this little thing by Tice. Just getting to the front, keeping an eye on them. They're getting ready. They are getting ready for this climb. Beautiful scenery in the background here. As I said earlier, the montagne, whatever. The mountains, the hills. If you can walk all the way up them, it's a hill. I figure you just walk up there. Do some Monroe bagging, as they do in the UK. I think after I did that one video way back when where I talked about Monroes, I spent hours and hours and days upon days learning about all the Monroes in the UK. Scotland primarily, that's where most of them are. They have a whole bunch of other names. Look at this, Breer's digging in now. 6 watts per kilo. He's not waiting. He wants to just grind these riders into the dirt, folks. He doesn't want anyone left. And looking at this, Juan Luque is struggling. Juan Luque just struggling off the back. There's a gap, folks. There is a gap at this moment. Will he be able to bring it back? Okay, Neil says Luis or Breers. Okay. Can't fault either of those. If Luis can get away, it's his. If he doesn't get away, I don't think he can do it. I think then it will go to Breers or Nelson. Carol strong. I just don't know how tough this hill is for these other big league hitters. Let's take a look back, see what's going on in the groups behind. M4B, Helms, Sire Forest, and Peter Olgett still chilling out. Peter just dangling, scraping, bloody fingernails, trying to get back up the road to get on board. He knows it's now or never. He might be maxed out heart rate. I banged mine pretty hard today. I know Bashak was cheering for me to get to 190 heart rate. And I just kept talking the whole time. As best I could. I mean, when I say I'm talking and it's easy, not that easy, okay? Maybe I exaggerate a little bit when I kept saying butter. Smooth like butter is what I'm trying to say. But yeah, I can talk 185. It's not bad. Really not bad. Probably hurts my performance a little bit, but I do it all for you guys. Here we go. Now, yeah, here comes Silv 3030. He should do well coming up on the hill up ahead because apparently he weighs nothing. He's French paperclip weight rider. That's the category I'm putting him in. Some great groups coming here. Lots of riders. I really want to keep it on the front because I think there's going to be some attacks coming. Yeah, they're just going to hold the pressure high. And look at it. These front five right here. Poor Juan Luque has just watched them ride into the distance. They're 100 meters away. At this point, he's not getting back on. At a huge disadvantage with the gear that he's using today. Probably was riding the Trek Madone and didn't change it before this event. So, benefit of being in a Discord. We talked about that yesterday and this morning. So it was in my brain. I'm like, okay, I'm changing to another bike. I was going to buy the Trek Madone in the store as part of the video, but I couldn't find it. So I just wanted to show people, look at this. We're already into 14% range here, folks. Bouncing ahead, these guys are just grinding away in the 12%. Let's have a look at how their pedal strokes are. I really get fascinated with this. Breer's 33. He's in the 70s. Luis, okay, he's a spinning demon. It's such a, like a discrepancy between the riders. Look at him go. Look at him go. He's already applying the heat on these riders, and it's working. People are getting just obliterated on this climb already. 110 RPMs, 6 watts per kilo, basically eradicated half of this group. There's only one rider with him, and that's Breers. And Breers is dangling now too. The pressure is so intense. Luis is going. So I think this is Luis's move right here. He's on the Gen 7 Madone, standing, dancing like an angel, if you've heard that one before. This is his move. If Breers and Nelson get back on, no go. It's their race. So let's see. Does Luis have in the tank? Was it last week that Luis went on a big break too and he did get caught at the end? I think that was the Thursday race. Hopefully Neil is still here. He likes to, he might still be riding. Okay, so let's do this here. Penelope's back. Hey Penelope, great to see you. Stu's saying he did the wrong race by mistakes, just did the GUR race since Lou. Okay. I was going to cover that one, Stu, but I was kind of like a little bit, after my ride, did some networking, and jumped in the shower. So that's why I look snazzy jazzy in this jersey today. And I know Bashak said he was doing this one. Okay. Yeah, Bashak did that the other day. Went to the rock. Oh, I remember that too in the Discord. So Bashak brought a bunch of people in to do a ride, and then they were like, oh, this is the wrong climb. Should we quit? I don't know. I think they did it. I think they just went for it. So let's get back to it, folks. We know Luis 73 is on a tear. So yeah, if Neil's still here listening, he's probably folding laundry. He likes to do that and watch the videos. Folks, just put the video on. It's Inside Cycling World. See, I remember the name this time. I actually was kind of going, is that the name? You know when you say something out loud and you're like, really? Is it really called that? Or when you spell something and it doesn't seem right? I had one of those moments. Yeah, Inside Cycling World. My name's Colin. Do the YouTube algorithms. Please subscribe. All you do is you take your mouse, this thing here, and you move it over and you click that button. And then the number goes up. Like the videos. All that stuff, it just means anyone else who's watching cycling videos, these videos get served to them. So after that climb and on the flats here, take a look at this. Luis has pulled out 150, 160 meters, and he's going to go hard here, just trying to maximize his attack. So I'm pretty sure at the Thursday event that the Muckers did last week, I need my notes, Neil. I need my notes. Me and Neil have had some great discussions about some stuff I'm going to be doing. Great ideas. Neil sends me tons of stuff. And then he's always like, sorry if I'm on a rant. But he's not. He's just got lots of ideas floating around. He's kind of like me. Like, we're both constantly thinking about what we can do. I'm going to implement all that stuff. So yeah, I think Luis 73 got away last week, and they caught him on the downhill. That's right, they caught him on the downhill. Okay, that's where that Javier guy, remember that? I think his name was Javier TC from the GUR team, came flying back. Tice was there, but he got dropped. Javier came back within 200 meters to go. I think Shanik won it. But they did catch Luis, so he's going to have to hold us. 16% gradient here, folks. Let's take a look back at Breers. So at this point, Luis has gone up and around the right here and is climbing this. You can see the slope right here where the mouse is going back and forth. He's on that side of the hill there now. I believe so. This should whip around. It's actually a pretty big bend. Yeah, that's where he is. He's just floating ahead of us. Take a look at this, folks. Fascinating. Breers is going through the deep red stuff on the corner where it's always the hardest. This is Luis up front. Luis 73. 100 meters back. Now, Breers is probably praying that Nelson gets back on board. Even though he knows he's going to have to fight him at the end, it's an ally for now. They're going to team up, and they're going to try to hunt down Luis. Let's see. Luis, they're in the 17% section, folks. Let's just jump out of here. When you're riding 17, 18%, when you get down to like 9 and 10, it's like, this is pretty good. I like this. That's the difference between a 9, 10% grade and a 17, 18% grade. Okay, so Luis at the front. Here's our update, folks. Breers jumping back. Nelson can see him. Nelson and Carroll. Oh, I forgot Carroll was there. So Nelson already has some firepower. If these two can bridge back to Breers, there might be an opportunity to chase him down. We got Tice. Solo. Juan Luque is just dangling. Doing a pretty good job here. Hasn't really lost a lot to Tice. We've got the M4B. I think there's a trio here. Oh, it's down to 2. That's right. Peter was just fading. So Helm, Sire Forest, and M4B, the duo. Peter finds himself alone. Silv 3030 is working his way up. I think last time we looked, he was in 14th, so he's past Alfio Christ, Ulrich Nempo, Bram Paulison, Gronin. I'm going to jump to the back and see what's happened back here, the damage. So we have lost riders at the back. Is this green rider moving? No, Mr. Nobody said, no more. No mass. That's it. I'm done. So we did lose our level 1 rider. So there was a very coveted prize for this. Unfortunately, you will not be receiving it now. JK. This rider here might still be moving. Albi 110. Now, 5.5 watts per kilo, 244 watts, less than 50 kilos right here, folks. Super pesky. S+ rating. Pesky lightweight climber. Finds himself on the Ruby bike today. Level 30, probably knows better. But that's just what happens when they take bikes away. You get stuck on one and then you don't realize it's going off. Couch Potato, level 12. Nice job, dude. Just up the road is Stephen Ludford in the 2 to 2.5 watt per kilo train with Torben Dolfader here. And okay, level 9 rider here. Brave dude, Vitor 036. Niels Brennan just up the road too. Hey, you know what was really cool? I was looking at the Nittier stats. Here, let's just go back here so I don't get yelled at when I'm missing the action up front. Let's see. So Breers is still dangling. He's chasing by himself, and it looks like he's riding at a pace that Carroll and Nelson cannot bring back right now. I think if this is the case, I think Luis might escape. Breers needs the firepower of those 2 riders behind, I think, to pull him back. But yeah, so back to the Nittier stuff. So Nittier's on right now. There's a stage later today. It's got Darth Puncher in it. Dallas Stars fan. We won't hold that against you. Super nice guy from San Francisco area. And it's also got Jefferson 95. I'm pretty sure those 2 are like 1-2 in the series. There's been some other people that have jumped in and jumped out, haven't done all the races, but those 2 are solid, consistent. So I saw them racing tonight. Actually, the event that went off, I think at 10:15, had a ton of people in it. So then I'm like, I should have done that one, but I kind of want to do the race leaders. That's what's super important. But what I did notice in the standings is that Tuden and Niels Brunham did, I think it was a stage yesterday. So they would have had the 4th time slot, I believe. Tuden first, Niels Brunham second. 3rd place, Alex from Team GRC. 4th place, I believe, was Thomas Lynn from GRC. So really cool to see the Muckers and the GRC riders getting out there, smashing it out on Nittier. And Tuden won, like, yeah, he won. I think he was 3 minutes ahead of Niels in 2nd place. So Tuden just like dropped some watt bombs on him. It was a course that it is a course that's very well suited to a very strong, powerful rider. Not really a climber special race. Yeah, Luis is just holding it, just pounding out. I mean, according to this, Luis is like a 54 kilogram rider, so like getting really, really down there in weight. That's what I'm seeing here. Something like that. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, super lightweight, pesky at times. Let's jump back, folks. I want to see some of these back people. Albie, still doing it. But yeah, again, super lightweight climber here. Let's have a look at that one. Couch Potato. Oof. This guy's in a world of hurt coming up here, folks. I love seeing these low-level riders taking on these challenges. Like, this might be the biggest hill he's ever climbed. It's coming up quickly, dude. Same with this Victor character. But he's got himself a nice group. If Victor is smart, he'll just stay right here with these two, and they'll take him to the finish. They probably have a bike advantage, which looks like it's going off right now, and they're digging a little bit on the hill. Poor Victor's going to find himself riding solo. Rune Holzman, he's in the bushes over here, taking care of some business. V. Canali. Okay, this rider's around quite a bit. Yeah, you're going to see this a lot. Look how many people are shocked to find themselves on the Ruby bike. Think we're going to see a lot of that. Ruby bike. Andy, did you make the right decision? We're going to jump up the road now. I can see him right up there. Here's Andy. And Andy, no, smart dude. On the lift. So he just shelled out 50 G's and picked it up. I'd like to get it too. I think after this morning's race, I now have 82,000. If that Trek Madone doesn't show up, maybe I'll get the live too. Sam DMN. Oh, forgot this. We got good old Smouse here on the Ruby bike with Andy. Stick with him. Get to the finish. So we've got Sam DMM here, moving up to Niels Burnham. Niels is kind of doing a solo thing. Calculations K. Wonder what that's all about. Calculations K, math teacher or something. Riding Last Gen Madone. Yep, Last Gen Madone. And Grosjean. First time we've seen him today. Last Gen Madone too. So everyone's switching back to their older bikes. Either they don't have enough gold coins or they just don't want to spend them yet. Raphael. We're going to bounce quickly here, folks. Christian is chasing Schmitty. Apparently Esteban Chavez is here riding the Ruby bike. Tom Larigier. Oh, here's Kyle. He says he wants to keep it below 3. Kyle, just dial it down a bit. Kyle, lean and mean, 70 kilogram rider. I love it. Dude, if I weighed 70 kilograms, ooh, I might be pretty good. So great job here, Kyle. Love hanging out with you guys. Tom right there. They're probably going to ride together all the way. I think they're on the 3-watt action. Mikey 73 just up ahead. Ruby bike. I'm going to do that for everyone. Rebel. Rebel got on the right bike, but what is this? What is he on here, folks? I can't tell by the colors. It's not the Madone. I don't see the full red, yellow, blue, but it's something different. Dugas. Possibly Cervelo, maybe Propel. Simon JP, Silly Sill on the absolute perfect bike for this event. Easy Spanner. Jay Novak, Ruby bike. Dersheli, Ruby bike. Ruby Bryan. I think that's Propel. I think the Propel has a really big, like, whatever you call that tube, the one that goes down there. Not the down tube, but the other one. I guess that is the down tube. The other one's called the C tube. We got Phil up ahead. Liv M. Toussaint. Oh yeah, this is Belgium, right? Isn't it? So when I said before, wasn't that earlier race? I was like Belgian or German. Hey, let's get back in the chat, folks. What am I missing here? Yeah, no problem, Andy. Good to see you. Hey, what I want to do here is I got to look at the front. I want to see if anything's going on up here. Look at this. So look at him go. 120 RPMs, folk. Just smoking it. Breers, 95. I wouldn't even be doing 95 here. That's just not my style. Carroll, 77. Nelson, 77. Kind of the same cadence. You can ride these things different. So look at this. Luis Gonzo. The chase has been made. they didn't catch him. Or I should say the escape has been made. He's gone, folks. He's flying away now. Right now, he's like, chill time. Knowing me at this point, I would just say I'm going to coast all the way to the finish. Then have all the other riders really not like me. Chasing hard from behind, though. I mean, these guys are 6.5 watts per kilo. So at this point, Luis was doing like 115 RPMs. Like, just insanity. Probably like, I don't know, maybe he's at home like standing up, dancing on the pedals. Dancing like an angel. Carroll and Nelson here. Imagine Carroll. So Luis is going to get first place, hands down. 250 meters to go. Here he comes right now. Breers will be coming in. I just want to see the chute so I can get an idea of what it looks like for when there's actually some sprints coming in. Okay, pretty straightforward. Got it. Finishing chute. Great job. What an awesome attack. It's really cool when riders do stuff like that. Like, Luis is sitting there going, I can't outsprint Nelson. I can't outsprint Breers, but I can escape on the climb. Perfect job. Breers coming in second. We're going to have Nelson and Carroll battling for third. Let's just jump into the chat, see what's going on there, folks. Okay, sorry, folks. I did the wrong... still watching. Sorry, okay. Still climbing, only 13 feet left. Can you move yourself a little higher so you can see the line? Oh, sorry, folks. Apologies. Do I... yeah, sorry, folks. Yep. So the reason I did that was with best intentions. I didn't want to cover up the Muckers logo. The Muckers guys, Neil and Kyle, will know for sure that the Muckers logo sits up in that top right-hand corner. I'm like, oh, I shouldn't cover the logo, so I'm going to move it down and try to remember. And then I forgot. Sorry, folks. I don't think there'll be a sprint here. Nelson's going to just chill. They're just going to roll across. Will Nelson even try to take a spot from him? Carroll says, I need this. Oh, they do a little dig. I don't think Nelson was going full bore there, but that's okay. Yeah, sorry, folks. Let's jump back to the channel, the live chat. Yeah, sorry, guys. Yeah, again, I was doing that just so everyone could see it. Did I just miss someone? Oh, this is delayed, I think, now. Okay, there we go. We're on Tice now. What are you calling shift? Yeah, sorry again. Your picture is covering the finish line. I know. I'll try the Discord chat. Yeah, I've got my phone thrown over there for now. Oh, I say this is rather top-notch action. Thank you, Dandy Desmond. That's what goes on here. And if you think this is exciting, make sure you come back for the Thursday, the Muckers Worldwide Championship Series, which goes up on Thursday, same time as this one. Wherever you are in the world. It's 12:05 Mountain Standard Time for me up here in Alberta, Canada. Weather's kind of wacky today. It's supposed to be 27 degrees Celsius. A couple days later, overnight lows of like 0 every night. It's going to turn. Okay. Okay, yeah, Alex is talking about the Nidia race. Tuden did it in 50 minutes. Niels was like a minute 41 back. Alex was 3:27. And then Thomas Lynn. Yeah. Ooh, wow. Yeah, so check this out. As Alex says, Alex is a Swiss rider. The other three, all Danes. What do I keep saying, folks? They are very strong, these Danes. Okay, moving down. Stu bought the live yesterday. Yep. Yeah, there could be Stu's commenting here that he's feeling like there might be some charges that Ruby might make us spend gold coins for wheel upgrades. Yeah, I could see that. Yeah, I know I was bad there. Yeah, Stu's saying the super high cadence hill riders probably have an 1134 cassette on a 5034 front. Yeah, see, mine's only a 28 on the back, so I'm riding like a 3428, which is good enough for anything really, I think. Yeah. So Penelope says, yay, we know, no worries. Yeah, so I did have it set up in my usual spot, and then I saw... Okay, so what happened there? So Helm Sardors was with M... Oh, look at this. Juan Luca came back. Oh my. And got past Forby. Okay, folks, weren't they all together? Wasn't it Forby, Morton Forby, and Helm Sire Force together, and Luque was dangling off the back? Oh, no, sorry. Luque was in the front group of 6, got shelled out. These two were coming back. Okay, gotcha. Peter Olgett coming downhill now. Let's go back to some of the climbs. Let's see who's coming down. Alfio Christ. Sylv 3030 is just ahead. We know we don't say his name properly around here. That's just my rule. My channel, my rules, folks. Gadoosh. Oh, Bram Paulus in 12th place. Coming up this climb. Kind of brutal here too, folks. Some really tough gradients. Gronin. Yeah, this is a tough little climb. Biker AP. Okay. So yeah, I think this is the Damani here, I believe. Ufzinda and Chorus. Just trailing Biker AP. Ulrich Nempo. Could be on a better bike too. Paul Poodle. This, I think, is Giant Propel. With this really, really thick here. He might be riding an e-bike, folks. I mean, take a look at that. That's perfect battery storage area there. Just saying, speculation, allegedly. Just kidding, folks. It does look kind of goofy, doesn't it? Like it's a really, really big down tube. Rad 6. So let's go see some of these people that are just dying back here. Smouse, just grinding through the 11%. Andy's now coming up through there. He's, I think Smouse was with Andy earlier. Believe so. How's our character Albie doing? Okay, Albie. Yeah, look at this guy here, folks. Check out these numbers. 45 kilograms? Maybe. He's Italian. He just eats a little bit of pasta every night with this with a little spritzing of olive oil. So, yeah, very lightweight. V Canali. So we got 65 at this point with V Canali. Dolph's coming. We know these guys back here aren't going to stop. Let's hope. Yes, Vitor, he's doing it. I told Vitor, you need to stick with these two. Vitor may struggle here on these climbs. Like 13%. The bike's ahead of him, so he's on a standard Ruby bike. Stephen Ludford. What is Stephen riding, folks? Can anyone tell? Torben is on the correct bike for this event. 4 aero, 4 weight rating. Steven's on something a little bit heavier. Maybe he didn't have anything else in his garage available to him. Just going to jump to the studio, hang out with the dudes. Yeah, so again, when I set it up, you'll usually notice when I do these, I usually have my camera just below like the map and the settings, and that's right where the mucker symbol is. So I said, oh, I'm going to slide it down. I'm going to promote the muckers, and then I kind of messed up the last part. Chris Dark just popped in. Hey Colin, it was fun riding with you early in Corsica. That was a great route, very scenic, and definitely one for an SSR. Yeah, I agree. That will probably be an SSR. Yeah, that 45 kilogram Italian, you just saw it too, right? Yeah, hey Chris, thanks for pulling up and hauling me to the finish. You were riding strong. I was just kind of holding on. When I saw you coming, I did let off completely. I'm like, okay, he's only 175 meters back. I want to get on this dude's wheel, and it worked out perfect. We had Kekapolka with us, David 1951 for a while. So we kind of think that one rider that was with us, I think his name was like VOJTA. We think that might be Wojtek from Ruvi. He's the guy I talk to, not every week, but for a while I did. Like he's like a community manager. So I send all the races to him. He puts them all official status. We think that's who it is. So kind of cool riding with them, although we did drop them. So that was all you, man. Great job. Yeah, totally. It was great. I thought, yeah, why would I go all out and try to escape away from you when I kind of needed some help at that point? So once I got over that first climb, which was what, 9-10 minutes long of climbing, I just coasted. And that's where David 1951 took off, Kekapolka took off. And then when you got on board, you were able to pull us all the way back to them. There was a couple other riders there too. Let's have a little peek what's going on here. So we got 10 viewers right now. Pretty good, folks. Not bad. Again, so this is more of, believe it or not, this is the social ride, folks. So if you're new to the videos, this is kind of like their social event that they do. Some people are racing, others are just, let's get it done. This is part of a big challenge called the Diablo Challenge. So Stephen Ludford and Dolph here are on the 2 to 2.5 watts per kilo training session. Why not? Save everything till Thursday. Save it till Thursday. And our friend Vitor is just falling off the back. Come on, Vitor, you can do it. So let's have a look. Is Vitor the winner? He's a level 9. I'm just going to bounce quickly here and see if I can see any other blue colors. All the levels are colored, folks. You know, 1 to 10 will be this color. Blah, blah, blah. They keep changing. Let's look for names I haven't seen yet, too. That's another thing we do. So, yeah. Me and Neil were talking about some stuff here. And when I do... So, the Monday video I did, that was yesterday, where I just chilled out and rode Lago de Garda. Great route. It kind of turned out to just be like a preview update show. So that's what it's going to be from now on. I'm every week on Mondays when I ride, you're going to get all the news of the stuff that happened in the previous week from all the races that I like to cover, which is, let's bounce up and watch some people in pure agony. Why don't we do that? Let's see here. Leon Ledoux, old long-term mucker or old... Hey, there's Bashak just up the road too. Great job. Bashak has got it done. He's like, right now, he's like, this Clydesdale is turning off the energy and I'm just going to coast. Why not? I think I would. If I had a, well, it's only a 60-meter gap. I think Bashak's going to fight for that 28th place. I would honestly just coast to the finish. Start drinking some electrolytes. But yeah, I guess Leon Ledoux has been around with the Muckers a very long time. Let's take a look at him. Here he is. And if you've noticed, folks, here's the crest of the Muckers Worldwide team on the back. Swiss Chris. I want to see some people in just the most brutal parts. Here's 13% through here. Old Feckenheim. Renz Picave. Again, let's have a little peek at what people are riding. So 90 RPMs. 72, 75, 78. So he's more of a, not as much as a spinner as Thiel. And Renz Picave, yeah, he's a bit higher. I always like to look at that. Look at this dude. Look at this guy. 60 RPMs, barely. Still putting out close to 4 watts per kilo. Looks about a 75 kilogram rider. Now, they're coming out of the 12. Old Feckenheim is really... Okay, that might have been a gear change there because I saw 56. He's back into the 70s where he was before. Ren's the 85, and this guy should be in the 90s. Yeah, that's what it was before too. So just different riding styles. Igor in the 70s. I think, like I said earlier, I think this is the Slovenian flag. Yeah, ton of... Hey, he's riding the GRC gear. Awesome, dude. Okay, Pan, Polish rider here, Rorsi. Yeah, haven't seen him. So this is our first little spotlight on Pan. Let's see what the chat's saying right now. Yeah, Penelope's cheering on Bashak. Yeah, Alex, I saw that. I knew what exactly you were saying. So Alex is just saying auto correct from Tuden to Tyne. T-I-E-N-E. You know, there's an energy company here called Teen Energy. I applied to them, never heard back from them. I don't like them anymore. Just kidding, folks. I get that all the time. You apply, you think, yeah, I could do that job in my sleep. They don't even look at you. Okay, so Stu is saying, looks like Don Matteo had an easy ride tonight. Still waiting for him to join Strava. Okay, so where did you see Don Matteo? Which, are you talking about a different race? Because he wasn't at this one. So maybe you just saw his events that he did. I'm not sure. Stream's looking good. I can never figure out the stream count because what's funny to me about this is that so you look at the analytics, this race went live at like 12:05. So I can look here at the bottom and see a spike of people watching. But it kind of messes with your That's right. Neil's saying, don't forget, there's another race right after this, Arganil. So these folks are going to be piling into that one. You know what? We might hang around for it. We might. Yeah, I may have to get focused. I may have to make a coffee. Maybe so I'll probably end the stream, come back. But I've noticed that when I do these things, like I'm not a YouTube pro folks. The numbers get kind of skewed because if I set the race in advance, it kind of starts counting the views at that point. So it'll say like, even though I do let's say okay, Friday, here's an example. I've already got that scheduled. That's the Friday night fun ride that me and Neil are doing together. Everyone jump in. It's 22 kilometers. It's going to be the easiest 22 kilometers of your life. Let's just do it. Kyle's going to walk the dog. Can't do the next race. Oh, so I never even saw Don Mateo on this race. Wow. He was 2 or 3 places ahead of Bishok. Okay, seriously, Stu, I didn't even see him. And that's what happens. And I always kind of call that out on every race. So when I schedule a race in advance, it's kind of like counting the views at that point. So it'll be like for the first 3 days you have no views. And it's like, well, yeah, why are you even recording that? It's just kind of something that bugs me a little bit. Gonna just bounce back here, make sure there's no one sitting in this. Yeah, so there's people starting to jump there. You know, I like to do my goofy stuff here and look at people doing the climbs. Rebel 72. What bike is he on? It's like bluey with the red on the bottom. Spinning at 85. Neil's burning behind him, spinning at 85. Jay Novak in the 73s. You know, and this is something I just do. You know, I'm watching the climb. I'm also trying to watch the gradient because obviously that's going to affect their spin as well. Looks like Niels is going to pull back Rebel 72 here. We got Phil up just ahead. So basically, once these people get over the top, they're gone. Yep, Niels is hunting here. Chasing down Rebel. Grosjean is in the mix too. Grosjean, yeah, look at him. Probably a more powerful rider, can spin a bit lower, 67. Jay Novak up ahead, 75. And I think Niels is more in the 85s. So over the top. So Rebel should just accept. So I think Rebel's like, you're not catching me here. You are not catching me here. He's trying to get away. I love this. Let's see what happens. Let's just hang out and see what Niels can do. Niels looks pretty casual. Remember, folks, this is more of the Muckers chill ride. Yeah, go smash yourself up an 800-meter wall. Just relax. Don't worry about it. Easy, cheesy stuff, right? So the majority of the field's not going to kill themselves. This is about getting challenges done. Let's see what else I can talk about here. Yeah, so Kyle's going to walk the dog. I missed that Don Mateo was in the race, and I do want to shoot back to something else. So yeah, like that Monday ride I did was kind of more of like a preview, an update of stuff that happened. So I'm going to start doing that. All the races that I cover, so Muckers Tuesday, GRC Sunday. Is that going to make sense? Yeah, that'll make sense. So it's going to be like a weekend delayed. So I'm going to do Muckers Tuesday like I am today. I'm going to try to remember who won this race at this point. Luis 73 did. But about four more minutes from now, I won't even remember that. Because I'll be thinking about the next race. I can say, and then I'm going to also do the lowest level rider reward. So we can just have a fun little thing every week where we talk about. So everyone knows why am I talking about that. Yeah, so Rebel got away there. Grosjean, super chill going to the end. He's already in chill out mode. He's Countach right now. Same with Jay Novak. Just relax down the hills. There's no point killing yourself now. Easy Spanner, 77 RPMs. Der Shelley, 50 RPMs through the same segment. Just grinding. Kind of a lightweight rider too. What is that, like 65 kilogram rider? Not a huge rider, not super pesky, but Sylvia's coming next. Ooh, she is pushing some mammoth gear according to this. 40 RPMs. I wonder if she's like standing up on a big gear here, chasing after Dersheli. I think she's going to catch Dersheli right at the very top. Yeah, the flag things before. Belgium's this way, right? Germany's this way. You guys flip them around. You know, this. Let's just flip the colors a few times. Okay, so we got 3 bars. Okay, and we're going to do 3 bars this way. Okay, so what we're going to do next, we're going to be really innovative. We're going to switch the yellow and the black like that. Mind blown. Like, like the innovation's incredible. Okay, so Silly has caught up with their Shelly here. Here's Kyle. I wanted to catch Kyle in the hard stuff. Kyle's like, thank you, I'm done. Hopefully he's got a brew hanging her out somewhere. Actually, so yeah, Monday. Preview, update. I talk about Muckers on Tuesday. You're going to hear the results on the following Monday. Nittier. Actually, today I did my ride. You're going to I'll refresh everyone on what happened to that one on Monday. Nittier, tonight, for me, as long as I don't get put into the backyard in a shallow grave by Joey Jojo, I'll talk about that next Monday. Of course, I'm probably going to blather about it somewhere along the way, but it'll be more like this is what we do here. This is why we're here. We're talking about the stuff. Thursday, definitely. We talk about that on the Monday. Team GRC. We'll talk about the Friday night fun ride. We'll talk about the Team GRC Sunday short race on the Monday. And then we'll kind of lead into, and this is what's coming up this week, folks. So everyone can kind of go, oh, okay, so now these are the races I need to watch. I'm looking for the races that I can provide the most coverage and talk about the most things. 13% here. Schmitty. I would probably be riding this through here. 60, 70, 12%. Yeah, no problem. I can do that. Smouse. Okay, Smouse is with Andy before us. Andy has left Smouse behind. Stephen Ludford. Torben, Dolph Vader. Ooh, Vitor, come on, buddy. You can do this, man. Vitor's hanging there. So he's lost his companions he had earlier. And looks like, I'm not sure if these two came from behind and got past him. So in that preview update show, we're going to talk about all like the winners, things that I'm going to call the move of the race, or the funnest part of the race for me, or the best sprint in the race. For this, like for something like this one, obviously Luis won. He definitely gets the move of the race too. Like, he attacked. So if we jump on this rider here who just broke down. Oh, this is the guy that took a little run into the woods earlier. This guy here, he's at 14 kilometers with 6.32 to go. This is where Luis lit it up, right through here. Maybe a little bit further down. Who else do we got? Couch Potato pulled it. Said, I'm out. Who's left? We've lost Sam, DMM. I got to think a lot of these people just realize, ooh, this is tougher than I thought. But look at Vitor, still going, folks. Still getting it done. Fantastic. Okay, so we're going to read some stuff here. Andy says he's going to be late for the next race, crying. And Kyle, I am done. Did 5+ watts per kilo trying to catch Silly Sill. Great job, Kyle. Have fun walking the dog. Prepare for Thursday. Going back here. So yeah, like Luis won, obviously. We'll do like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 maybe. We'll talk about the move of the race. Luis would have been the move of the race today. Coveted low-level rider award. Hopefully Vitor gets it. Because if Vitor doesn't get it, if Vitor just pulls the pin, we're going to be bouncing around to like a level 23 rider. It could be this dude right here. Actually, it could be Simon JP. What happens when they're tied? What do we do then? That might break the awards bank. You know, I'm sure those two will make it. I've watched them before. Bouncing up. Okay, so yeah, we don't have many riders left out there, folks. Pretty good. Okay, so is the next race starting now? I got to figure that out. Has the next race started? The next race may be going off right now. Let me have a look here. 109. Okay, what I'm going to do, folks. Well, how am I going to do this? How am I going to do this? I'm going to end the stream. Going to jump out. I got to download the route. I only downloaded this one. So give me a few minutes here. I'm assuming anyone that's on screen here is thinking, I'm not going to make it. Let me just bounce here. So Andy's already saying that he's going to be late for the next one, but he probably just wants to, maybe he's just banging out the routes. Nice job, Andy. Okay, Andy, so if you're going to do it, I'm going to jump into that one too. Let me see what I can do here. Thursday's going to be interesting. 21 miles, 600 and something meters of climbing, 1-to-1 ratio. Okay, man. So guys, ending this stream. I'll try to start another one up. See you real soon. Thanks for watching.